No, that's the wrong.
No,
Yeah.
No, we're
No, that's not the right one.
Almost
had champs for a second.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Oh, don't let me slip into Rexford. Once it starts, it doesn't leave.
No, please, no.
Yes. And welcome back to another riveting chase in the Chittering Woods, where we found our party upon the pond skipper down the winding river channels of the shipwrecked wood. Having successfully evaded the cast squid down two of these paths, they found themselves down yet another similar looking one, where again, some 200 feet down the river, there's another fork that splits off, but the ship that they're aboard, the mangled, hobbled together ship upon three giant lily pads oared by the band of misfits, is squeaking by, dodging swiftly, making it, and it seems that our party will make it out of this. Or will they? As they have a brief moment of clarity, as they dip down this channel and lose sight of the squid, it dips down and follows them down, taking their same path, and pops up some 30 feet away from the ship. It juts out of the water, showing its immaculate figure, this 200-foot hulking beaver squid, the beaver with frills around its neck that unfurl into massive, stretching tentacles. This creature, as it pops up and breaches through the water, is going to turn and whip its tail out of the water as this massive, flat, almost stone-like tail reaches out of the water and goes to smack down on the ship. Is there anything anyone wants to do as the casquid's getting ready to strike down?
I don't have a reaction that can do anything.
I can silver barbs, so I can try and make it miss. Unless there's no possibility of it missing, in which case I won't.
There's always a possibility in the wood. And it is going to strike out. Fucking shit. It's going to breach and go to smack down. And the tree that it was carrying is going to kind of hook on a bank of the river on the side as it kind of forgets itself holding it. And it's going to miss and smack down next to the ship, rolling a nat 1.
Yeah.
As this even the wave and from the impact of the beavers smashing down on the water is going to propel the ship a little further away,
Just like
closing the distance to the next fork to 170 feet.
perfect. I shout out.
I've seen the seafood platters that make more sense than you.
That's the silvery barb.
I don't think you needed to use silver barbs yet.
Well, I made him roll, so I
No,
marked
but you have to
myself
roll
out.
anyways, and you do silver barbs after he rolls.
It sounded like the DM wasn't gonna roll. So...
No, I rolled. I rolled in that one.
No, I know.
But before
Oh,
that,
again, no, you're fine. No, it already rolled. Because the silver
But
barbs is...
silvery barbs can only take effect on a roll. So if he wasn't going to roll, then it wouldn't have taken effect.
You guys are being very generous, but I'll take it because I'm still almost out of
Yeah,
spells.
no. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That one.
Okay.
That ones are for you. Okay. For you to shine.
For the people.
But you see down the stretch, if you peer up, down, or Captain Chaplin exclaim, I see another brick in the river.
Not even
I'll
losing
make
it.
a decision myself if you want to help. But I'm nervous.
Do you not sail these channels frequently?
I've never seen something of this size.
Sway a little bit, and
His spur.
my pendant of blue crystal pops out of my shirt. And then I remember that there was something that was directing us. We were like following the crystals.
Towards other.
Someone may have mentioned something during the break about why it was important that we should have been making these decisions. I'm gonna grab the pendant and focus on it. What do my reptile eyes see?
Give me an arcana.
Oh my god, my arcana is okay. He's not so bad. Only... That's 19 on the die, plus 8, so 27.
Your lizard eyes glow, and you could hear the whispering of the tree back home, filling your mind as water droplets fill up around your crystal. And a little arrow points up around it, and it points to the left.
Just show the captain and Pipith and Orly.
It looks like that to the left is the right way. I forgot I had this. Sorry. Got too caught up with this abomination of nature.
You stand next to Pipith with it, and his kind of resonates to it too, and like the roots start growing around it.
Oh, there's a lapse in my mind as well. Well, very well. We go left then.
Left it is. It was a chappy decision. Yes. He like reaches there, and Varys too. It's like, oh, energy feels weird, and really starts kicking a beat. I asked our fair Varys to roll performances before we started, and his third one was a nat 20. I kid you fucking not. As Varys kicks up this beat, you see electricity really fuels through the ship. And the flower is even perk up a little bit with this electricity, and the ship bursts forward with their rowing. And you're even like above the water for a second as you boost down away from the squid that's rolling around trying to get its bearings again after that missed tailspan. And you pop up next to the fork in the river. Captain Chappie takes a left, and you go down this quiet, and as you go down this river, a sereneness seems to hit you, and even the rushing of the waves stops, and the current slows down to a still as you seems to calm down in this section, and you don't even hear the chittering of the cast squid.
How tall are the rocks in the middle of all these splits in the river?
You're not too sure. Well, they're not very tall. They're like basically by the bottoms of the ship.
Okay, I was like, okay, we wouldn't be able to hide if we're like going right in line with the rocks because they're not that big.
No.
Okay.
But as it kind of like slows down, Chappie goes, "Keep rowing, men!" As they're like rowing. And he kind of like looks around. And he goes, "This seems a little different." Regraz, as you were kind of concentrating on your crystal, where would you be thinking of?
Ooh.
Or even what would you be thinking of?
Well, I think the mission was still to. I mean, I guess the mission's different in each of our heads. But so I thought the mission was to find the original Percival. Because I think we're still looking for Pipith's deed, and I think we're looking for answers about how to better manipulate or / control / protect those in the wood. There's a little bit of like, I guess, a quest for power over this domain to help our fellow peoples. So I think that's where we're going, where we were heading. That's where Graz thought he was heading.
Finish the mission.
Finish the fight, Master Chief.
And I think as you're going down, you take this turn, you're kind of recollecting and thinking about this and kind of calming down. You notice you don't hear anything chasing you, you don't hear any chittering, and the wood looks a little different. Here, as before, they were all hulking redwoods. Here, there's basically a mix of elms and mahoganies, kind of littered about, and it seems very calm as you're kind of taking it. And even you hear some cheerful birds chirping. Varys kind of slows down, goes, as the electricity fades from the ship, and he goes, Is it over?
Take a look behind us. Is
Yeah,
Squid gone?
See if he's actually there.
And you don't see anything behind you.
Hopefully. Don't see anything, but maybe it's underwater.
We go the other direction to the prow, like with the arrow. I'm just like trying to.
But where are we going?
It's just pointing straight down the river. And you see water droplets are starting to fade from it as it drips down on the deck, but it's still the remaining water droplets are pointing forward.
Yeah, so it's like.
Captain Chappie goes, "Oh, at ease, men. At ease. Ooh, this doesn't look like the Pet Coliseum would. Any idea where we are, gents?"
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh,
Does it look familiar at all?
Give me an insight, Pip.
21.
You get a flash of your time with Donnie walking down that strange road where people were getting tours, leading to a particular town that you can't quite remember. But the trees, the ambience, the air, the energy feels very similar to that time with Donnie.
I've dreamt of this place.
What
Really?
Yes.
What do you do in the dreams?
It was all quite strange, but there were a few people that I met there, including a Percival. But also the Tanukis. I feel it is pertinent that we find some place to dock. We should explore these woods.
The arrow was pointing straight ahead down the river. Should we really dock? The Tanukis have really big balls. I don't want to be near them.
Some of them, yes.
It doesn't sound like I want to be there either.
I saw a movie once.
A what?
A what?
That's like a play, but with magic screen.
Oh.
Giant bald tanukis. Okay. The wood is truly a strange place. Henry like stands up, scratches his butt. The big nude elephant. He goes, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Court loved it.
Chappie goes, certainly. My job was to get Nerm to you, and that is complete. I'll find a place to dock.
Well,
Nerm is still kind of like huffing in front of the sunflowers, bent over, really trying to catch his breath.
well, no. It's fine. Regraz, your crystal is guiding us up the river.
Our crystal.
I put mine near yours again.
Hmm.
Like
Is it also pointing
resonance
the
of
same
the
direction?
No arrow grew from yours, but as soon as you get it close to each other, the water droplets reform towards your arrow, grabs, and the bramble wraps around your crystal tip. And it is pointed straight down the river.
Okay.
You really like each other.
Seems so.
I've never seen one of those.
Yes. Well, continue down then. We will keep an eye out for a road, maybe a village of some sort.
Yes, and then the bird, the budgie Zaza, flies up to the crow's nest and keeps a lookout. You have some time down the river, about 20 minutes, if you want to take any short rests or anything of the sort, or prepare anything. And Nerm finally gathers himself and like picks up any seeds that he's dropped and kind of like touches the sunflowers one more time as they're like withering and wilting. Goes, yeah, I didn't think I'd actually find you guys.
I grab him by the scruff of the neck and like lift him up to eye level.
Mr. Pip, it's so strong.
What do you want? Why did you come after us?
Well, you guys were so nice. Mr. Orley, Mr. Raz, you helped me get over to the town, and, they needed supplies. Yeah? Oh, they needed supplies, and, you guys spoke to the hags, and the place really changed. They left the wood, and everything got way better. The animals, you've made us have great bounties, and the animals were clear, and the hags met everybody, and the town of Steekton was doing better. But everybody started getting sick.
How so? I'll put him down.
Oh. And he goes, well, they kind of look like those. And he like points at your crystals. Steekton's a mining town, They've been getting some crystals and they trade, but suddenly everyone started getting sick, so I thought only you guys could help. The hags said Pip was kind of...
Hold on. They got sick because of the crystals, or they are sick and they are turning into crystals?
I don't know but I don't know if the crystals are quite related, but they're getting sick, and I don't know. They closed the mine. It just doesn't sit right.
No,
The hag said you're like one of the strongest people in the wood.
well, we've come across many a powerful beast in these woods. My strength means nothing if I do not understand what is going on, and there is far too much that I do not understand. But if the people of your village are getting sick, I do not know what I can do for you, Nerm. I cannot simply whisk myself away from my task.
But what about you, Mr. Orley? Lizzie at the Coliseum said you're a healer.
Yeah, I can help if you need. But where would we? We'd have to go back to the Pumpkin Village.
Yeah.
How did you get back? You're
I don't
quite
know.
far ways from home.
Been kind of following what you guys kind of instilled in me. That like feel confidence. Have this. Kind of helps.
Sunflower was very powerful. That was impressive.
Yeah, it's one of the tricks the hags taught me. They're really good.
They're
Yeah,
still
the hags
around.
were nice.
Yeah, Rose and Mary.
But yeah, I can help your village if you need.
But the hags are not able to cure whatever ailment this is.
Mm-mm.
Perhaps there's something I can do.
And you see something a little dark in Regratz's eyes.
I would need to commune, to do a ritual. DM said we could take a short rest, and that's exactly the amount of time I need.
Yeah, sure. What kind of ritual? Is it dangerous? He's like cowering a little bit. He's like holding on to you, Pip.
I thought you were brave, Norm.
Yeah. Let's go. Grabs you for a second. Let's go again. Yeah. Frick.
My voice is back to normal.
And the Regrets is going to get busy. I'm basically going to set up a few things, some candles, and I'm going to take some string and string it around in like a little circle. And this is not something you would have seen Regrets do before. This is to do with his newer magics. But this was at my 6th bard level. We are going to conduct an hour-long ritual. And so I'm going to seat Pipith, Orly, Nerm. I guess we could do Varys and myself. And we are going to begin to channel some spirits. And I think I hand out my instruments and I just want each of you to shake them in time. So it's like a the maracas and the tambourine.
Varys goes, easy.
Have my pipes and hand them over to Orly, just like
Varys goes, this is gonna cost me though.
Oh, he's got his drums. He doesn't need nothing. We
That's
summoned
the
the spirits.
Not overboard.
The ritual is starting.
Whoa.
Captain Jackie's like, what are you doing on my ship?
Okay, so I can do it with a number of creatures equal to my proficiency bonus. So I just have to double check what that is right now.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 4.
You what? Sorry, say it again.
I can conduct the ritual with a number of creatures equal to my proficiency bonus, including myself. At the end of the ritual, I temporarily learn one spell of my choice from any class. The spell I choose must be of a level equal to the number of creatures that conducted the ritual or less. So because my proficiency bonus is 4, I can only learn up to a level 4. So even though we're 5 doing it, that's just for flavor. and it must be in the school of divination or necromancy. So we're choosing divination. The chosen spell counts as a bard spell, but it doesn't count against the number of spells I know for the duration. Once I perform the ritual, I can't do so again until I have a long rest. And I know the chosen spell until I start a long rest. So in this case, we are going to... but I don't have any... DM, I have a question. And the question is... I don't have any 4th level spell slots. Pipith, do you have a 4th level spell slot?
I do, yeah.
Would I be able to channel it as part of this ritual through to get the magic from Pipith to cast this spell?
I'd say if Pipith wants to burn that 4th level spell, yeah, absolutely.
I'm part of the ritual, and it's not the first time Pip has communed with spirits, so I think even if he's not willing, just part of the ritual is going to siphon that energy from him if you need it.
I mean, like, halfway through, Gratz is like,
Bibith, I need you to loan me some of your spell energies.
Very well.
The spirits are requiring a 4th level spell slot, and I don't have it.
Why do you always speak in these strange riddles?
Let's have the spirits speak to me.
If you start rooting down too, you're like turning into a tree.
What's the vibe of these spirits? Like what?
Good question. There are a bunch of, I mean, the spirits that he keeps company with are a beast, a warrior, a couple of friends, a runaway, an avenger, a hero, a fae, a dark spirit, a giant, a dragon, a celestial, and the unknown. So,
Which one are you?
Quite a few, actually.
yeah, I think any combination of these are kind of like whispering or muttering or kind of coming around. So it's like I'm drawing from all of the spirit power that I have. But I'm not casting anything crazy. It's just the divination spell. I really wanted to cast legend lore, but I'm off by 1. And that would have been cool. So prepare for that, DM. Next level up or 2, I might have legend lore.
What is
once
legend?
per long rest. Legend. Let's read. Legend lore. Name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. And there's a little bit more flavor here that kind of makes this more precise. But it really is like a, hey DM, you got to tell me the whole truth about something.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Yeah, I'm always ready. I'm always ready for that.
Pretty sure Ruck used it on his sword in the Season of Champs.
Yes. But divination is the lesser version of this. So as I put to like an offering forward, I have my a good luck charm, which is a rabbit's foot, and so this is going to be sacrificed for the ritual of the spell.
Don't look, Nerm.
I have to ask a question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase or cryptic rhyme or omen. So it's up to you. And it doesn't take into account any possible circumstance that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. So it's the truth as of right now. So the truth in a day from now could be different, but it's the truth of right now. I think that's like the set expectation for the player. If I cast this more times, then it fucks with shit. It gets like less effective, but I can't do it.
And it's like in regards to what Nerm is asking you.
So I think that's the as the ritual, the end of the hour is coming to a close. Pipith has put a little bit of energy. There's the candles have turned into a shade of blue. the rabbit's foot. I think Nerb is like, what the fuck am I looking at? Because he's a rabbit, right? This is like a tiny little rabbit's foot. Kind of like flares up into a bit of puff of blue smoke. And as that smoke, I think, would create a little bit of a dome, it just like brings it all close in for a second. Regrats looks at his compatriots, just,
What is the question?
What is the question? You
Who
hear
are
the
we-
whispering
who are
of
we
all the
asking?
spirits fill your ears. What is the question? What is the question?
What'd
And
you say?
even like outside the ship, almost like blurs. Like outside of this bubble of the ritual seems to blur and dim for you guys, and there's only the ritual.
Like, do we want to know who Percival is? Do we want to know where he is? Do we want
I
to figure
personally,
something else out about the woods?
I think everything we're doing is connected to what Nirm is doing. So it's possible that by solving this thing with Percival, we also help him and the people of his wood. What do you think, Nirm?
Yeah, as long as it keeps everyone safe.
That's what we're trying, I think.
like a pivot.
Hmm. I'm kind of like
And
dream mode
that,
right now.
the hags, they taught me a lot, but I trust their judgment. They said I should trust Tip and his party.
So maybe, I look at Orly, where should we go to gain control of the power of the blue stones? That good? Do we think that's good?
But
As in the origin.
didn't we find like a large blue stone and that got destroyed or something?
But that, we didn't have power over it or anything. So this question is kind of directing us to where to get the answers to use the things that we have better, maybe.
Right. Are they not just beacons?
I think that they're objects of power. It's just, what are they used for? How? Why? We don't have, the deeds are part of this, I'm sure.
Nerm goes, it seemed like some sort of compass. Like my rod here. And he like holds up his dowsing rod. And you see like if when Rugraz and Pip, even Orly holding his staff, actually, when the three of you kind of peer at it, you can see that it has a faint shimmer of that light green aura that Orly gets, and Pip sometimes when they're really connected to the wood. So there's some sort of magical property on his instruments as well. Because it seems like it points the way, kind of like mine.
And fuck these stones. Let's just ask about the deeds. That's where all the magic is.
Okay. Do we want to know how they came to be? Do we want to know where they all are? Do we want to know why Percival's trying to collect them?
And the spirits are swirling more. What is the question?
Well, we're kind of running out of time here.
Look over the candle.
This, I know it's magical and stuff, but at some point they kind of cut you off.
Right. So, like, which one do you think
Pip,
is the
you
most
feel like
important
yourself like withering a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of like do it like I don't know if a tree could flex. That's kind of what I'm doing, and I'm trying to hold these spirits in place so that they don't like drift away or something.
Making a weird sound.
Yeah, it's like, "Argh,"
Like
like
wood
wood
creaking?
kind of bending under pressure.
Are you farting? We're in a little bubble here. We can't get out of the smell.
Ask the question, Regras.
How do we get to Pippith's deed from here? That is the question.
What is the question? The question question within the path. The path is laid ahead. What is the question? And they all start like swirling around you. And your crystals start to change a little bit as they're swirling and asking, what is the question? And the bramble around your crystal pip is going to grow around it permanently, and roots are going to come out and not disappear like before. And Raz, your crystal is going to build up with that liquid and that water, and it's going to stay permanently encased in this water. And the spirits flow around and go, follow your instinct, follow the compasses, follow your desires. And the arrows, basically, 2 arrows are going to point out from both of your crystals, basically just like out towards into the void, because you can't see outside of the spell as it's dark. And it's going to disappear. But your crystals stay transformed, and they hum and resonate with something deep in your being.
Is Pipith holding the opened root staff now that has this new orb on it?
Well, no, it wasn't a new orb. It was just the crystal that he had, like the necklace, the blue crystal. Kind of made
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so his blue crystal has roots that have come out, and then there's kind of an orb of water with my crystal in the middle of it.
Yeah. Oh, because he put it in your staff too. Right. In his staff.
Did you? Did you put it?
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't. Yeah. So
No.
it around your necklace would be like encased in water.
Yeah. So I feel almost like probably the necklace like floated towards the center when they combined, and because mine was on a necklace too, so they both like. And so,
Broke apart.
All the candles.
and just shove it at Pipith, and then I go to put all the candles out, and I start collecting stuff to put back in my bag.
They don't make candles out here. They're kind of hard to get, so you don't want them to keep burning after the spell is done.
Just for clarification, did our crystals merge? Or are they 2 separate? Like they both changed, but they're still separate.
They changed separately.
Yeah, so they're together. They're together right now. They're not coming apart necessarily. Like we haven't tried to take them apart.
Yeah, so I'll just be holding both of them.
Yeah, so I come back and I look at it. And I go,
Well, I kind of need that, but also I have my other focus.
and I take out my Taroka deck, which is my usual focus for casting my spells.
So perhaps we can leave these combined and follow the advice of the spirits.
And
Follow
none of us
our instincts.
didn't really say much. I don't understand.
I think it was more of a show than a tell thing, like the fact that our crystals kept reacting to each other and then we never decided to put them together. It's almost like we were supposed to do this like 3 or 4 episodes ago.
Raz, please speak normally.
I can't. It's like from the court.
But what does it mean? And you, as the darkness dissipates, you realize that you guys are actually like docked at an actual little dock. Not like an elaborate one, but like a nice wooden one where there's like a couple like little like dinghy boats hooked up to it. Chappie goes, we've been here for a bit. You guys have been in there. It seems we found a manned dock. And the rest of the crew is like stretching their legs, preparing the ship. This chappie's like sitting, like licking himself.
I see a man.
Pardon me?
You said it was a manned dog.
You do, yeah. You see, just like a small, like old, like figure with like a big hat, kind of like sitting at a chair. Yes, well, I guess this is where we depart.
What? You don't want to drive us all the way to where we're going?
Well, if you want to go back up, I don't quite know where the band of misfits is on their way. Probably trying to get back home. This has me thinking of things back there. He's like looking off. Yes.
Well,
Could come back if you like.
but perhaps don't leave just yet. Your ship, first of all, needs some repairs, and well, we might as well stick together if we need to continue up the river.
The punk skipper can handle anything. And you see someone like chuck something up and like hits him on the head. And the snake comes up. He goes, Captain, you need to let the ship rest too. And he has like, well, he's like a snake kind of centaur, like a big belt. He has like a little hammer in his tail. He goes, I'm the captain when it comes to taking care of the ship. And it needs rest. And Chappie goes, I stand corrected. We are docking. My decision, of course.
Of course.
When you say snake centaur, is he have the body of a horse and the head of a snake?
He's
Or is
got
it-
like a snake body, but like little legs. So like a quadrupedal snake, like a lizard, but not more like a quadrupedal snake.
Yeah, he's just got little arms and legs.
But he has like
okay.
this big championship belt around.
Okay.
Similar to the ones that the doggos had in the pet coliseum. Yes.
All right.
Don't look at my belt. And goes away. Slinks down.
That is, we had a bit of a rest, but we will consult our map. For now, we have one. After that magic ritual, and then perhaps we can discuss with this man here.
All right. Well, let's go away. We shall repair our ship and wait a bit. Should you need a ride from the great band of misfits, you know where to look. Yes, what an adventure. Can't wait to tell the Miss Oaks about this. And he like jumps down in the hole in the deck. And goes, where do you need help? And everyone kind of like cheers and they get to working on the ship.
Oi, you! Where are we?
He doesn't answer, and some 10 feet down, you see he's big old hat, like sun hat, covering someone like sitting real hunch in this like little rocking chair.
I look at Orly.
You're the friendliest of us, I think. Do you want to go talk to this person? He's kind of ignoring me.
I can try. We don't know who they are, though, right? Like, you don't recognize them, neither of you?
No.
Nope.
Another resident of the wood.
Oh, okay.
This place
Hello?
No answer. You guys climb down onto the dock, and as soon as you do, Pip, your the combination, if you're still like holding it out, kind of combine together and make a new route that points in an arrow pointing down into the wood past the dock and the dockman.
Well, thanks, Chappie. I need to go talk to this guy, it seems.
All right. See you soon and good luck.
I'm gonna make my way over towards him.
You do, and as soon as you get within like 10 feet, you hear.
He's a deep sleeper. I don't know if I should wake him up, guys. That'd be rude on the first meeting.
Do I have anything louder than this? It's my loudest fucking. I take out my triangle instrument.
He like pops out and like his hat falls off. He flies out of the rocking chair, and you see it's this old man with a duck mutation. His old duckman. He has like old fisherman's vest and old like gym shorts. He's kind of like standing there like, oh, scared me half to death.
See, I told you.
What? You were the one who did it, Orly.
Got nothing in my hands.
You folks docking?
They call him ringing hands.
I think the ship's actually leaving.
Need docking and repairs?
Are they stopping or are they just like dropping us off?
They looked like they were stopping.
Yeah, they needed to repair their ship.
Okay.
And they said they'd wait for you guys.
Yeah, I think they're gonna repair some stuff and wait around a little bit.
Oh, what a weird there ship you got. Arthur Quack. At your service. He puts out his big old feathered hand.
Shake his hand.
I'm the dockman of Dock 46 of the old exhibition trail. And how will you be paying for said docking?
We don't know the fee.
Bones or gold? What you got?
But how much?
Oh, look at the ship's about, and he like whips out like a pencil and does like really quick calculations. Like, about 40 feet ship, little pads, need some repairs, might need materials. That'll set you back, probably about 25 gold.
I don't have any gold. Chappie, do you have any bones or gold? Apparently you can't dock unless you pay 25 gold or the equivalent in bones.
Yeah, y'all got no bones on you? No gold? No femurs? Tailbones? Skulls? Pinkies?
Speak to the cat about that.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go. Goes up onto the ship. You can hear like them like kind of like yelling and commotion. It's kind of like going back and forth. It goes, 25 gold. What? Robbery. This is sea robbery. It goes, oh, that's a regular fee, bud. And they're like yelling back and forth. You're kind of like left by his like little post, and this couple of
The arrow looked like it was leading into the wood, so perhaps thinks maybe we camp the night, we make merry with Chappie and his men, and then we go on, I guess.
And Nerm kind of pops up next to you, kind of like right behind Varys, and goes, oh, no. What about me? Should I stick with you guys?
Would you want to?
I think so. I think if I know that if I know that I'm closest to getting you guys to help us, maybe, or is that too dangerous? I get killed.
It would be more dangerous if you went out on your own. You should stay with us.
But
Really?
we have an initiation ritual that you will have to partake in.
That sounds scary.
It's okay. It will only hurt a little bit. Maybe
I don't want it to hurt at all.
moonbeam him.
Regras, it might kill him.
I know what a moonbeam is. Don't moonbeam me.
It's fine. Before we rest, I'll give him a good sniff.
I don't want you to sniff me either. Okay, maybe I'm gonna stay on the ship. And
Do what you want, no.
Stay. It'll be
it all
fine.
sounds terrible. No, okay, even if you might moonbeam me or sniff me.
No, I'm not going to stiff you, no.
It's definitely going to be a moonbeam.
If that's the initiation, I can take it. Moon hazing or something. I don't know. That's crazy.
Partially. We just had some bad experiences with people who were hiding who they really were.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Another adventure, but you think what we're doing here will really save the mine?
The hope is that we save the whole wood.
Yeah. And kind of buckles up, gathers up his, tightens up his, shirt in his, little bag. Goes, I'm ready. And down this, it just seems like it stretches out for a long while, of this plain mahogany and elm wood. And you could even see some animals chilling about, but no sense of danger. But it seems looming and almost grandiose in this slightly overwhelming way. The way this this path stretches down the wood.
Okay, well, from what we learned, this is the original road, and the place where Percival Peevers is at the end of it. I just
Seems
don't
that
know
way.
which way is the start and which way is the end. So
Follow the arrows.
Yes.
I suppose so.
We can help. We can help with the ship and then take a nice long rest, perhaps after fighting the Casquid.
You see Regras rubbing his arm or something as if he was hurt. I didn't take a lick of damage that whole battle.
It was so tiring. It's really intense.
It has been quite the eventful day.
I did take that
Very
lick.
well. This place would make for a fine spot to rest.
Sure.
And you set up camp. You're off on the side of the road, maybe, or right in the middle of this path. Where are you setting up your camp as you find a place to kind of regroup?
Well, is the dock literally just a dock, or is there a few buildings or something
No, it's just docks at the edge.
Okay.
I think we can't be on the dock, or else I think you might charge us a docking fee.
Right.
It's a land docking fee.
That's their whole land docking fee.
You just have to be off the docks, and then I think we're good.
Asaf.
Yeah, I think Regrat's just sidling up to Varys. Or Varys. It's just
Yeah, so I don't have any more third level spell slots for Leoman's tiny hut left. What about you?
Ferris? And he goes, I'm pretty burnt. When you're like, what if I need to do some trades? Never know when you're gonna need a little gift of the gab.
Yeah, we're going to bed. You'll have it back tomorrow morning. That's how it works.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna look and see. I don't know if he has any spell slots left.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna say he's too burnt from playing.
It's time to build something with leaves. Fucking hate when we have to do this.
No, well, we can rough it. I've been from the forest, Maybe we could ask that guy if we could take over his shack.
I mean, I have a tent.
Wow, that works.
I don't know if it can fit everybody, but
And you guys make your little camp. Is anyone going to take watch? Are you just going to sleep?
Yeah, we'll do watches.
It is evening time now as you come out of the ritual. And time seems to be moving normally here, as normal as most places, I guess. Like you're
in the wood.
It's 24-hour cycle.
Yeah, McGrath will take the first watch, and he'll take some time, put a few sticks in a teepee, or not a teepee formation, but like a easy shelter kind of deal. And then is it 2 sticks in the ground like this, one over the top, then you lie them all the other way. Just a little slanty shelter, and you put leaves on it.
Simple and effective. And everyone else is gonna rest for that first bit.
yeah, or they can take the second.
Is there anything else you wanted to do before bed as well?
I'm just
No,
checking
I'm
real
good.
quick, just in case.
Nuzzle up against the tree.
Is there a way to filter your ritual spells?
Well, I'm using an Excel sheet, so
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
I would say even too before you went to bed, the commotion between Captain Chappie and Arthur Quackers
No.
seemed to die down. You didn't hear anything after that. How far away from the dock did you go actually before you set camp?
not far. Far enough that he didn't complain about land docking anymore. Like, take a step.
Is this good?
Take another step.
Is this good?
Take another step.
Is this good?
Nope. Yep. Nope. Just kidding. Yep.
Perfect.
Even if you were watching him for a bit, you realize this guy has horrible narcolepsy. Falls asleep doing things all the time.
Just see Varys just like looking at him. The guy's pouch is 25 gold heavier. He's like, oh, he keeps sleeping.
Where's about that fair trade, baby? I think.
We'll find out.
Yeah, was there a ritual you wanted to do, Pip?
No. I think as I'm resting or in my trance state, I will be thinking of both the Protector's Wood and the Pumpkin Patch Woods.
Give me an Arcana or a Nature as you're in your trance.
That's a natural 1.
Oh, you reach out to try and feel that connection, and you kind of get like shot back out, like immediately, by a feeling of overwhelming, or sorry, not over, yeah, you feel like claustrophobia set in when you try and think about your wood, the protector's wood back home. And as soon as you feel that like crushing feeling, you pop out of the trance.
Yeah, I'll say it's even like I'm like almost inducing like a lucid dream type of state. So this will happen throughout like my rest, and maybe it like devolves into like a nightmare or something where I'm like seeing the face of Boneman coming through that door, like you know, and everything like the walls are all closing in around me.
Yeah, and every time you try and get like that clear picture of your wood again, it kind of like crushes in on itself, and the brambles and the trees kind of like hug and squeeze until you pop back up and then fall back into the trance, and it kind of like repeats like this over and over, and you feel very confined throughout this whole trance.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost like something stopping your growth.
All right.
Yes, but everybody is able to take their rests unharmed or unalerted by anything. Morning hops, the birds chirp and whistle, and Quacker starts working early and even helps Chappie with his ship. You even see another little ship, this one a little bit more fancily laid, but just like a little 10-foot, like little schooner, but made out of really well-kept wood, that shines in the morning sun, kind of pulls up, and kind of like dapper, a dapper like elephant couple kind of come off of the boat and like tip Quackers. He goes, "Oh, wait," and runs and brings in their boat, and they stroll past you and walk down the path.
Intense observation. Who are these people?
They're not sure, but it seems like a two well-dressed, like elephant people.
Well dressed, huh?
Yes.
Affluent. Seem like they know what's going on. Gratz pokes Pippet.
I think we should follow them.
Should we not just follow the crystals?
We should.
Look at the crystal. Is it pointing in the same direction as them?
It is.
What a coincidence! What a quinky dink!
Yes, very convenient. Very well. Let's be off. Nerm, are you ready?
Yeah. And you see he like wipes the sleep out of his eyes. And he kind of seems like he didn't sleep too well either. Goes, yeah, ready, as ready as I'll ever be. Who's that? Yeah. And you're like pointing to the elephant couple. They're like walking.
You should go say hi.
I can't. You should do it.
You got me this time,
It
Nerm.
makes me, I get so anxious talking, meeting new people, you know?
You and me both.
Yeah, but, yeah. Are we heading that way too?
We are. We're going to be trailing them quietly.
Look at Orly.
You see those two elephant folk affluently dressed there? We're going to tail them down the road. The arrows are pointing in the same direction.
Hello.
Fuck!
And you hear them go, like, oh, as they tell them they turn. And she goes, oh dear Chauncey, I didn't even notice these little people. She goes, there, Beatrice, they cause you no harm.
Oh,
They're
goddammit,
just
the racist
dirty,
too.
muddy people.
My name's Orly.
Oh, it's It's an Oli. Isn't that spectacular, Chauncey? How amusing. Oh, Beatrice, yes, quite droll, quite droll. Yes, Oli, is it?
Yes.
What is it you need?
Oh, we're just happening to be going in the same direction. So I didn't want you to think that we were like following you or anything. We're just going on the same path. So don't be scared or anything.
Oh, no, not a fear at all. These are safe force paths. Yes. Well, walk with us if you wish. We're just on our way to a nice vacation.
Sure, where are you going?
Oh, yes, to see the quite town. Oh, the path to the town. That's all the rage. People come from about to see the safari. Yes,
I
no
heard
doubt,
about a safari.
he pulls out his like little pocket watch. It's like, yes, in 15 minutes I have a schedule with the tour guide. Yes. We've
I
had
gotta
these
find you
tickets for
here,
quite a
or you
long
have to go
time,
meet them?
haven't we, Chauncey?
No.
Yes, my dear, yes. And they're like walking ahead.
So do you have to like book these appointments, or do they come to you by mail randomly?
Yes, and of course, back in our town, we have these new tickets. Yes, you sign up and they offer you a tour.
Who offers these tickets?
Oh, by the Percival Company, of course. They call them deed stubs. Yes, quite amusing. If you book your time, you get to see the safari. I assume you guys know all this. You're on your way. Yes.
Yes.
And it's a safari of a specific place.
Well, I've only heard pray tell words, but it's a marvelous wonder, Exhibitions with creatures of all sorts. It is quite fascinating.
What's this safari called?
The safari, of course.
Oh, okay. No, it's not like a safari of a specific area.
Don't think so.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like I've heard of like safaris, but like in a specific place. But or
I can't
safaris
say I've
of
been much
a whole
other
region.
places other than our, Mud Stomp Grove. Yes, horrible name. I assure you, it's beautiful.
I mean, Mud Stomp sounds pretty relaxing.
Oh, the greatest baths. Yes, your skin glows, doesn't it, Chauncey? It does when you take a bath there. Yes. Our
I'll keep
town
that
was a
in mind.
hovel before, but we've traded up. Yes, and you can see as you're like walking down this path, the trees seem to be a little bit more manicured here, and the path is like a little less rough. It starts to be more kind of like paved through, not paved, but like kind of like constructed more. It's less like just dirt or like hoed out and leveled. He goes, "Oh yes, we're coming to the bend," and you can see that the forest kind of like takes a turn, some 20 feet out.
Does the arrow also turn?
Yes, it does. He goes, "Oh, but what's the name of your town?"
I don't have a town.
No town? No.
No, I come from a cave.
What a cave. It's just quite fascinating people, aren't they? Beatrice. Yes, fascinating. And you, lizard folk, what about you?
What about me? I'm just here with the boys, going on an expedition.
Oh, lovely. A vacation expedition, same as us.
Yeah, vacation in the truest sense of the word, where we vacate and then there's no promise of ever returning.
What?
Yeah. You ever read the dictionary? It's great.
Quite a language. And you, tree man?
I moonbeam him.
You actually moonbeam him?
Yeah, the second he talks to me, I moonbeam him.
Shit. Okay. What does it have to be?
It's a Constitution 17.
Con 17. Oh, okay, that's a 2 on the die, so I'm quite sure it doesn't give me how much damage.
Disadvantage because he's obviously a fucking.
Yeah, how much damage does this do?
15 radiant.
15 radiant. Okay, hold on. You immediately crash down your staff and like clouds roll in, fucking block out the sun momentarily, and this like shining moonbeam comes down.
What a beautiful image. The clouds come in, block out the sun. The moon shines all of a sudden.
Like through the clouds, just like moonlight, just and you hit him square. It doesn't transform or anything, but you like absolutely like decimate this dude as the moonbeam like hits him. He's like,
wait, is he still alive?
he is still alive, but he's beaten up. He goes, "Oh my word, ruffians! Oh,
Yeah,
scoundrels!"
I release my staff and the light like, and then the clouds like disperse and I grab him and I bring him
She,
real
like,
close
dips
to me.
down to her husband. She's like, "Chauncey, my dear, my love, what have they done to you?
I pull him close.
Who told you about this place?
Bandits! She's yelling.
Look at Orly.
This did not take long.
What are you talking about?
Answer me. How
Everybody
did you
knows of
find
this
this
place
path?
downtown.
I'm going to. We've had a long rest, right?
Yes. Yes, I know. She's screaming, "Oh, Chauncey, you okay?"
I'm gonna go up to, I guess, like to his shoulder if he's being like held up by Pipith, and I'm gonna kind of like brush off his shoulder and he's like, "Oh, he thought he saw a bug, I think," and then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
For how much?
2d8 plus. Do I have a d8 out? I don't have a d8 out. Let me find it first. 17.
Oh, it like heal all the damage that the moonbeam did, but his suit is in tatters.
Yeah.
He's like distraught. His monocle is broken. It's fallen on the floor, and it goes, "Oh, never in my life have I been treated with such
Answer the question.
disregard." And then she's like screaming, "Help!" and runs down the path.
Oh, she tries to run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna minor illusion. Just a regrets in front of her, just like
Because, "Oh my!" and like jumps up and kind of like trips. Yeah, the one Chauncey goes, "Hi, they just tell us about our town. We upgraded a few while ago.
Who is they?
A mayor, us, our people, the elephant folk." Oh.
No,
My
no.
word.
His name was Percival, wasn't it?
Yes, we traded. Our mayor traded his deed.
Of course they did.
It was something. We had a town meeting, and it was better for all of us.
I like
They told us this
spin
place
him
was
around.
safe.
I'm gonna push him. And I go, return where you came from. You will not be going on this vacation.
But my vacation, sir, please.
Collect your wife and be gone.
Beatrice, please. These ruffians, they're too much. So, Chauncey, this isn't the vacation we wanted. And they like pick themselves up and walk back.
And you will tell everyone you know not to come here.
Oh, what is, oh, what horrors. Then you hear them mumbling to themselves as they kind of shamble back to their ship. You see Quackers comes like wakes up, bursts out of his hut. It's like, oh, and is talking to them.
That didn't go as bad as I thought it might.
It was direct to the point. We didn't spend any money. What more can a lizard ask for?
Are we going on a vacation to a safari?
We're already on the vacation to the safari, Orly.
Oh,
Continue on this vacation. You walk forward and get to the turn in the path. And when you do, it opens up into this long, paved out road where there's different paths connecting to the sides of it, kind of like running, I guess like parallel, I guess, to yours, jutting into this large road. And you can see pockets come up ever so often. But that's not what grabs your attention the most. Down this large paved road where these immaculately sculpted trees and hedges and bushes, and even you can see like picket signs next to some of these paths. You spot groups actually being ushered by a familiar figure. And there's bunches of these groups leading like groups of 6, and then always at the helm or at the front leading them, exclaiming and gesturing, is the familiar face of the Percival Peevers. Each one of these dressed in green. Well, there's a mix of green and no, sorry, there isn't a mix. There's they're all yellow. Yellow safari outfits as they're guiding these groups. All same face, same mannerisms, but different groups of people, different types of creatures from seemingly different walks of the wood, all being toured or given seemingly a tour.
I like a pivot.
How many moonbeams can you cast a day?
As many as I need. Oh boy.
And one walks up to you and straightens up his shirt, dressed in yellow, tips his tilly hat to you, and goes, "Deed stubs?"
And here's Moonbeam number 2.
And there is where we'll end the sesh. You guys opening up on this road of guides.
I'm more confident about this one, guys.
Had to be a road of bodies, apparently.
look. Anyone asking about ticket stubs?
Deed stubs?
Deed stubs on top of it.
There. How does everyone feel? Find yourself at the end of that little chase, a little bit more of the mystery, another piece.
Wasn't expecting to just be suddenly out of the chase. figured we would have to like do something to lose it.
Well, I used IRL divination to get a clue.
There was options in the left and rights, and you would have been stuck in it longer, but that second left kind of brought it all home.
That was a rare no initiative session.
Yeah, said no second in it.
No
No
second in
first
it.
in
Yeah.
it even.
Yeah, I
Still riding
continued
on the
on
last
same in it.
the last
It had a nice flow, so I felt like it'd be cool. I gotta mix it up sometimes, you know. Doesn't give me 2 minutes. There's none.
Okay, there'll be plenty next session.
Oh, boy.
With all these moonbeams.
We're
Just
running
gonna
out of
attack
spell
all
slots
these
real fast.
innocent people just trying to enjoy vacation. It's
No,
great.
they're animals of the wood. They don't need vacations, okay? They just live their natural lives. Like,
I thought we would be anything other than murder hobos in this campaign. I was sorely mistaken.
yeah. Sorry, guys.
It's for their own
Everything's a threat.
protection.
Yeah.
It seems.
For some reason, I see Pipith as like a hobo Batman. And you just run up to people and you're like, "Where's Rachel? Where is it?
Game.
Where is it?
Where's
Percival?
Yeah, how does Pip truly feel? How does everyone feel actually seeing another one, but so many of them?
It's terrible.
I mean, I have thoughts, Brent, because world building and lore and magic and things. But I think what Regrats is really thinking about is the mimic people and how they're basically like, this has got to be them again, right? And so it's like, well, they're basically enslaved in a sense and working for Percival to run this business. And I think he's seeing now like more of the big picture, right? And it's like, oh, like, so all of these woods with all of these people think they're in a system, and then there's all of these mimics that are helping to process the system and like, you know, like keep the wheels turning. So it's like, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting to a point where we're going to be able to see who the conductor is, right? Who is, you know, working this mechanism. So that's my thoughts.
And even what's happening too, like truly, you know, because I like to play with like what chaos and order means in different terrains, you know, and in different aspects. So you get a lot of that. Yeah. Like, what does order really mean to a wood? What does chaos mean to a wood? You know? Yeah. And all these questions and more will be swirling around in our heads as the party plans and preps for the next time they enter the Chittering Wood. I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in to check out this fair sesh. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 to 10, but you can catch all of it on YouTube where we upload all of our VODs. So don't miss it or catch up. You know, it's always a good time, and you can come in and shoot the shit, give boons, get banes, join the community, and have a good time. You know, we love D&D here, and want to expand it and broaden it for everyone, for you, for us, and have a good time doing it. You can catch us here, Twitch, YouTube, as I said, X, Instagram, I think Blue Sky, your mama's house, you know, all the popular places. So come on by and join us. Until then, you're trash, okay?